What I like about your work, and I've always liked about your work, is you take on really challenging roles. This is definitely a challenge. This is a challenging story, one that hasn't been told. How did you get involved, and what was the inspiration for you to take on the role?
Sat with Terry, and he really taught me all about the Armenian genocide. I was witnessing the Yazidis on their mountain being killed by ISIS on the news, and then reading about the Armenians up Musa Dagh mountain being killed, and thinking this is uncanny and this is appalling that this is still happening, and realizing how pivotal this horrendous event was in modern history, and the possibility that because there really were not consequences for this genocide, that it has allowed other genocides to happen since. The very altruistic motivation that the filmmakers had for this, in that the film was, of course, crucially important, but they wanted to really create a social campaign and an educational hub and resource for people to be aware of and try to help and prevent future genocides. And the fact that all the proceeds from this film will go to charities with that aim. And then on top of that, you know, wonderful actors and this amazing opportunity with the locations, etc. And you know, it was the right thing.
This was a different role for you, I felt. It was a less intense role. It was more telling the story, seeing the world through your eyes. What did you learn when you went in and did the research and found out about this? Because again, this is really the first big movie about this.
Well, you know, with my character in particular, with him being, I looked at the muckrakers, Upton Sinclair, Lincoln Steffens was an influence. And you know, and in this climate, again, in terms of it being relevant, just how important a free press is, and the fact that without them, there would have been no documentation of this whatsoever. You know,
Yeah.
There were U.S. missionaries who were documenting, etc., but getting it out to the public, that's the press's job. And the fact that these things can just disappear and nobody knows about it without that, and against all the odds, some documentation did manage to get out, and there was an enormous response in America at the time. Lots of newspaper reports, lots of charitable outpouring, but you know, with the fact that there were no consequences, and then when Ataturk came to power and he didn't have any connection to the genocide, that, you know, just offering the resources of the old Ottoman Empire, and you know, it seemed like other countries just turned a blind eye to what had happened.
Yeah.
And it just sort of faded off and got forgotten in history until really this 100th anniversary, you know, came around, and people are starting to be aware of it again.
Be careful.
Thank you.
The world is at your feet, Mikhail. Do us proud.
You're going to become a doctor?
Yes, it's my passion.
Christopher Myers.
Chris is a star reporter for the Associated Press. A toast to old friends and you.
Anna is a fine woman, Mikhail.
You make me feel I've come home.
She's very fond of you. It's obvious. It's very dangerous for Armenians right now. I want to get you out of here.
If it's not safe for me, then it's not safe for any of my people.
What is the Associated Press doing here?
Reporting on the war.
There is no war here. No one here is safe. I have to get us out of here before there's no time left.
I was told that you organized an escape route.
How can I help?
Allah!
We will build a future together.
Tell me what it's for.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. You expecting Sam Jackson show up with an eye patch and a saucy little leather number? Go.